Hello, my name is Rachel Farber, and I'm going to be talking about why language is so important in our everyday life. I am a certified nursing assistant at Baptist Health in Louisville. I was working with a man, he was my patient, he was Bosnia, and I could not understand what he was trying to explain to me, what was wrong with him. All throughout the night, he would do simple gestures to let me know that there was something that he needed or needed to use the bathroom or anything like that. So, whenever he put his hand over his chest, it explained to me that there was something wrong. So, I got his nurse got a translator. The translator came in and said that he was having very bad chest pain and that he felt like he was about to pass out. So, me and the nurse, made sure that he was comfortable and everything until the doctor came. We ran tests on him, they ran tests and everything, and the man ended up being okay. But if I wouldn't have took that gesture more important than what I did, then something could have happened to him. And this is why language is so important, to be able to understand it and comprehend and know what needs to be done in order to solve it. Language is symbolic. Words really do not have any meaning. We make meanings in our heads. We think of two, we think of maybe a pair, two hands, two arms, two legs, 2 feet, etc. We think of anything that comes in twos. One rule is phonological rules. This governs how we are combined to form words. Another rule is semantic rules. This governs the meaning of statements. So language has rules, like there are different meanings for different words. So if everybody would use the same kind of language, it would be fewer misunderstandings for everyone. So I'm also going to talk about naming identity. We view people on what their name is. I have a friend, her name is Kyoka. I play basketball with her. I never could understand why her parents would name her Kyoka. It was very hard. She was very unique all throughout our 4 years of high school. It was Kyoka Hilliard. Every time it would go announce off the basketball player, they would say Kyoka, and everybody would be like, that is such a weird name. She must be from a different culture. She must be from a different state. She must be different. She must be unique. And I always kind of envy that because my name is very bland. I think a lot of people have my name. So whenever I hear a name like Kyoka, I really like that. I will try to do that with my own children as well, to name them different, because you feel different whenever you're not, there was always 2 or 3 Rachels in my school, and there was only, so it's very unique to have your own kind of name. So name identity is very important. The power of language is incredible. If you are smart and know how to say what you are saying, then you can get a point across to anybody that you're arguing with. My English teacher always says, if you're having a confrontation with somebody, are they going to hear you if you come up and you start yelling and cursing at them? Or if you're very rude or verbal with them, they're not going to hear you. They're going to think that you are the problem. So if you go to them and you know exactly what to fix and know exactly what to say and say it in a nice manner, but a strict and appealing manner, you're going to get heard a lot more if you follow that kind of procedure instead of going in there and acting crazy and you're not going to get your point across. Another experience I've had with language is when we get a hostile patient at work. We will get hostile patients all the time. They are being admitted because they didn't want to by force, which they can always leave, but it's always important to get them. People that are drunk or under the influence, they come in and they're very hostile. They don't understand why they're there. They don't want to get medical help. Suicidal patients, they're very hostile. They are in restraints. So us as staff in the hospital need to know the language to say to them to get them to calm down and to get them to understand why they are in a medical field and why they are in there to get helped. You're not going to talk to them and be rude to them and then to understand. Another thing I like to talk about is talking to patients that maybe there's long-term care that in a nursing home or somewhere that they're going to go, and you need to talk to their family. Language is so important. It's so powerful to be able to tell that patient's family that they're going to need full-time supervision, help. I personally do not do that, but I see the nurses, have to tell them, or the doctors have to tell them, and their language is so crucial to be able to explain to them why. So language is just very important in all aspects. I think that language is one of the biggest things in the book that we talked about over the semester that we went over. I wrote a lot about my language in the discussion board, so that's the reason I chose to talk about language. Thank you.